Hello guys, Super 64's here, and welcome to another live stream. Now, yesterday was a very special day for a lot of SpongeBob fans, honestly, and I was excited. I didn't post a video yesterday because I didn't know what to really do with the video. Honestly, there were so many ways to celebrate SpongeBob's day overall, but I decided to skip it because I'll do it next year. Honestly, I'll do it probably next year. Honestly, for SpongeBob's day. Honestly. But this year was a pretty good start to SpongeBob Day, honestly. After to be fair, we just had the 25th anniversary anyway, and Spawn turns 40 years old this year anyway, as of his age, honestly, which is really cool. So I find it funny that it's Spawn Day instead of being on July 17th, which is the day when Nickelodeon confirms that's Spawn's anniversary day, which usually it's on May 1st, but Nickelodeon decides to be on July 17th and stuff. But yesterday was a pretty great day for SpongeBob standards, honestly. And guess what? Lego SpongeBob's returning, honestly, for the first time in 14 years, which I find that really funny and exciting, honestly, because we're getting a new Lego SpongeBob set. But the only problem I have is that the price of the set is pretty expensive. It's 225 20 no, not 25. It's $220, and the brick build set is freaking $12. Now, mind you, I want to buy the Bikini Bottom set so badly, but I guess I can't buy it, I guess. Hopefully they make a Krusty Krab set in the future, honestly, maybe 2027, honestly, because that would be kind of cool. Honestly, I feel like that Sam Switch kind of lost the license to SpongeBob last year, so I'm glad that Lego decided to make more small Lego sets, honestly, which is really cool. It's really cool, honestly, and I do like that whole thing, honestly. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see. So, what's today's live stream, honestly? Well, today's live stream I actually was supposed to make this live stream yesterday, but I decided not to because since there was a lot of things going on when it comes to Spawn Day, honestly, and I couldn't really think of doing anything unique because I don't know what to do, honestly. So I decided to just skip that day, and I'm just gonna do it today, honestly. And as the thumbnail is called Spawn Day, and I know it's pretty late, honestly, for that day, but honestly, I consider Spawn Day like all this week. Honestly, besides Sunday except for 19th, which is Sunday. Next Sunday. But anyway, so I didn't get any new games unfortunately for SpongeBob because since I have so many games for SpongeBob that's kind of nuts, to be honest. But I still have 3 more games to go I need to buy. Honestly, I have to ask my mom for that. Those being SpongeBob Yellow Avenger for DS, which I know there's a PSP version, but I'm not buying the PSP version because I don't have a PSP. And a matter of fact, I already have a SpongeBob game for PSP that is the same game as the console version, but except it's just lower quality wise. Which that being true for Square PSP. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people like I have heard some people like the PSP version for some reason, which is understandable, but I think it's a more just not very good version of the game, honestly. I'm not saying it's a terrible port of the game, honestly. I think I understand why people like it a lot. But personally, I prefer the DS version. I prefer the DS version to both the PSP and the console version, honestly. Being for real. Being for real, I do have PSP. I have True Square for PS. I have all True Square for all consoles anyway. I have the Xbox 360 version, Wii version. I have the I even have the PSP version right here, which I will probably do a review on this one at some point. But it's basically the same game except we're 2 extra levels in it. And I'm still planning on doing a video about True Square DS, which I still have in my hand anyway. I still have it right here. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, this stream will be basically talking about every single Spider-Man thing that has came out so far. So hopefully you guys post some things in the comment section anyway, because I'll be excited to see what you guys comment in this video in this live stream. Let me just put the. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, this will be an exciting live stream. To be fair. Honestly, this live stream will be awesome because since I will admit I like SpongeBob a lot. Honestly, as a character, and even though Squidward's my favorite character of the show, at least he's the most consistent one. I think SpongeBob's still a good character most of the time, except for in the Dark Age seasons, honestly, which I think are the worst parts of SpongeBob in general. Honestly, I think the problem with like Dark Era SpongeBob is that there are just a lot of bad episodes in those seasons. Honestly, there's a lot of bad episodes in those seasons. Honestly, season 6, season 7, season 8, and season 9A. That's what I count as the Dark Age seasons. Honestly, because really those seasons are not that great in my opinion, and I don't think they are worth your time. Honestly, especially season 6, which has the worst episode of the entire show, or at least my least favorite episode of the entire show, Choir Boys. Which, if you guys don't know, I actually reviewed that episode on the channel, honestly. I have reviewed, actually, both Troop Square and Choir Boys in their own respective videos, honestly, talk about why they're so terrible. And I haven't even talked about Friendiversary on this channel as well. But I actually want to talk about the Splinter in its own retrospective and talk about, actually not retrospective, review of the episode, considering that I will admit the Splinter is one of my least favorite episodes of SpongeBob in general, honestly. I think it's one of the worst episodes the show's ever done. Because it's not because it's a gross episode. It's because of how annoying and slow and boring and also disgusting the episode is. Even if it didn't have Splinter, it would still be a bad episode, to be honest. And same goes to Boating Buddies, which I think is another bad episode from the show. It's one of the lowest points for SpongeBob's character-wise, honestly. I don't know why, but I just feel like that episode is just terrible, honestly. It's just a bad episode in general, honestly. Like bottom of like bad episodes, honestly. Like one of the worst episodes of SpongeBob's history, honestly. But when I say it's worse than the Splinter, honestly, no, it's a little bit better than the Splinter, but it's still a bad episode. However, I mean, I think that it's funny that like this show really has a lot of bad episodes during the Dark Age and mid era seasons. If you're wondering what I think of what's my eras of SpongeBob, well, the first 3 seasons are the golden era. Honestly, I will admit that for sure. Seasons 4 and 5 are decent. Honestly, they're like the decent era. Seasons 6, 7, 8, and 9A are basically the Dark Age seasons. Season 9B, 10, 11 are the Renaissance era. And season 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 are kind of like the mid era, honestly. It's mostly filled with good, mid, and bad episodes, honestly. Season 17 could be the possibility of a new era for the show. Could be the okay era. Because season 17 does have some good episodes in it, honestly. I haven't done the tier list of it yet because I'm waiting for it to end its run. But I can tell the season's alright so far, honestly. It's better than season 16 and better than season 14 and 13 and 12. But again, I don't think we'll ever get a new good season of the show, honestly, besides season 11. Maybe we'll if maybe season 18 can prove itself and be actually a good season, honestly. I could see that happening, but again, I think the show's kind of in its own okay era, honestly, or kind of just stuck in limbo for okay-ish. But anyway. So, also I should mention this as well, but I also watched the new clips of the Shanghai endings, and I will admit, the SpongeBob ending is probably my least favorite overall out of them. Well, that's probably second least favorite overall. The only one I actually liked was the Squidward's ending, honestly. The Squidward's new ending, honestly, where he wishes that he was back home and wishes that Spud and Patrick were trapped on the ship, honestly, which is actually a pretty good wish, honestly. Certainly brought him back in the actual final part of the episode, honestly, in the original episode. But I think the most proper ending of the whole episode in general was probably Sponge's ending in the original version of the episode. The other two ends up with the characters getting eaten for no real whatsoever. And Spawn's ending in the new version is just the same as the other ones. It's just Spawn and Patrick Stewart, and it's just them getting eaten at the end. Well, okay, actually, all 3 endings have them getting eaten for some reason. Squidward's ending is probably the most alright ending, honestly, of the bunch, new ending wise. Because honestly, it's not a bad ending, but I think it could have been a lot better if they were not stuck in Flanders' stomach overall. Being honest. But oh well. I should do a video about like other episodes of season 17, honestly, and could talk about which one works and which one fails, honestly, as an episode. For example, I'm not a big fan of the episode Brandon Braun. I think that episode was pretty bad, honestly, for Sponge standards, and it's probably my least favorite episode of season 17 so far because of how dumb it is, how boring it is, and how predictable it is. Honestly, the episode's just kind of dumb in general. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's as abysmal as the new winning episode, which is another episode that people absolutely hate from the show. But still, it's just not a good episode in general. The only thing I like about Brainless Brawn from season 17 is probably the references to past episodes. Even that is just kind of, it's because Larry says Lidl, Lidl, Lidl. It says, do you guys wumbo? Which are probably the highlights of the episode. And maybe the ending too, probably. The ending was pretty alright, honestly, in my opinion. But the episode was just not very good. Not a very good start to the season, honestly. Wait for people to join this live stream, to be fair. But hopefully they will join, honestly, because I want to see like people actually join this live stream, honestly. So yeah, yeah, this live stream is like pretty. I will say that the SpongeBob's like season 17 is alright, but I don't see any like I don't have like really good. I don't have like a lot of good episodes in it, honestly, so far. Besides a few episodes that I really like in the season. Nerds was pretty good, honestly. It's a pretty good episode in my opinion. I do like I really like Lady in the late Lighthouse, which is actually another good episode in the season. And I do really like I really liked how Home Away from Home, which is actually a pretty good episode, honestly. I don't know why some people don't like the episode that much. I mean, I guess I understand it because it's not like it's nonsensical, nonsensical, no, nonsensical, and kind of silly, honestly, as a premise. But I like the episode a lot, honestly, in my opinion. I think it's great. It's probably one of my favorite season 17 so far. The season 17 has been all right so far, honestly. Honestly, if I can compare it to anything, I compare it to season 5 of SpongeBob, honestly. As a season that has not really much good episodes. It has good episodes, but there is some bad episodes to be followed up in the season. But season 17 only has one bad episode this season, honestly. Which is kind of improvement from last season's, honestly. Where we have usually 2 or 3 bad episodes, honestly. So maybe we'll not get many bad episodes this season, honestly. Because there could be I could see a lot of good episodes in this season a lot. The episode I'm hyped up for the most is probably My Tiny Whities from this season, honestly, because I'm actually excited. I can't wait to hear the My Tiny Whitey song. Even though it's my least favorite song from Best Day Ever album, I think it will. I can't see it working as an episode. To be fair, being honest for you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely excited to see My Tiny Whitey's premieres. Honestly, sorry. Anyway, I'm waiting for people to comment in this chat, honestly, because I don't see any more. I don't see any more like a lot of people like tuning in. Honestly, let's check the comments. Weird. Only like a few viewers showing up, honestly, in this live stream. Maybe it's because they don't really know. I don't know if not a lot of people are tuning in because since I'm uploading this on like it's on like I'm uploading this on a specific day, but I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, people will join this live stream. Honestly, like at least comment on my live stream is honestly because I feel like this live stream will not go well considering that there's not really much people tuning in, honestly, so far. Only a few viewers. I've been only noticing a few viewers in this live stream, which is not very good for my live stream. Like this, maybe I'll probably stop doing live streams because I feel like that if I keep doing live streams, they're not gonna perform well, honestly. Because every time I do live streaming, there's not really much comments like at least these new recent live streams like so far. I've been trying to upload them, but I feel like they don't have much people tuning in, honestly, which is kind of sad. anyway, I guess I can show you guys what I have, honestly. PS2 game. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I also have this game right here, which I know a lot of. I have heard some people like this game a lot, and I heard it's a really good game. It's a Strawberry Shortcake, Sweet Dreams. I have heard this is actually pretty. I think a lot of people like this game. I heard, at least I assume so, because this is a really weird game. Here's what the case look like. Here's what the case looked like. Here we go. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like anyway. Read the manual. It's all crusty and stuff. Wet and stuff. Like, gives you manual instructions. Like, it gives you manual instructions and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. Also, I have like another game that I think that is popular, at least among the fan base of Big Tunes fans. At least I assume so. I don't know about the fan base of these fans, honestly, to be true. It's not like advertisements of like all the Big Tunes games, except for advertisements for Games on DVD. They're cool. So honestly, that's so cool. I wish you could do ban those games, honestly, nowadays, because they don't do them anymore, unfortunately. I also have the Game Boy Advance version of this game, which is really cool. This is the GameCube version. I wonder if they never released this on Wii, honestly, to be fair. They could have released this on Wii, DS, and could have, honestly, they could have put this on Wii, honestly, the same time as Research Crab, honestly. I guess they did, because, you know, since Nickelodeon doesn't like putting their HD games on, like, Wii, I guess, or anything like that. Very weird. So okay, there's not really, like I said, there's not really much viewers like showing up in this stream live stream, so I guess we should end it or something like that. Okay, so maybe I'll do like more live streams like on my own time, honestly, because I feel like that every time I do a live stream, they don't have a lot of people tuning in this thing. Just keep waiting. Maybe at 20, maybe at 30 minutes, maybe some people will show up. Honestly. Nope, there's not even people joining. 3 people showing. Okay, 3 people showing up. So yeah, yeah. Hello, I'm Cartridge64. Okay, I already said that actually. Okay, so yeah, I will admit, I think Game Entertainment needs to do another Spawn game. To be fair, I thought they would release a new game in like at least today, this month, this year, honestly. But maybe they're done with Nickelodeon games, honestly. Maybe the game Dice of Destiny would have been like the last game they ever done, honestly. To be fair, or maybe they'll skip a year like they did in 2019, honestly. And like I said, I don't know when they're actually releasing a new game, honestly. Maybe they'll review it in September or August, honestly. I bet you dollars that it was released in August. It will release in like, I don't know, freaking. They probably released it in like November or December, honestly, like they did with 2023. You know, I don't know if it will be like releasing in September like last year, honestly. I'll tell you that. But anyway. Maybe I should do another live stream at some point, honestly. Maybe this will be part 1 of the live streams, honestly, because, you know, I have a lot of other things to do. So, yeah. So I guess I'll do this will be part 1 of the live stream, because I will do another part where I can where more people can tune in, honestly, to be fair. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.